It's me, Renee. I'm back. And I decided to do a recommendation video for you guys. If you're doing Hillary so far, or if you just want a recommendation video, if you just want to be recommended some videos, books, here are some books to read. So yeah, because this is for Hillary so far, all of these books are gonna be funny. But this is gonna be for the prompt recommended by me. So this is not going to be a specific genre or specific prompt. It's just going to be lots of books that are funny. Should I do that? No. So I was thinking, like, should I get some more books? Like, no, I can't get all the books that are funny in one video. That would be ambitious. I'm not going to do that. But also, yeah, if for some reason these books doesn't fit for you guys, you can always look for my backlog because yeah, I have made videos before about funny books or books where I like some videos where I talk about one book and say like, this is so funny, and yeah, you will still find a funny book by me even if you don't want to read any of these books. First we have The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. Sarah Beth Durst. I just finished this one, and it came out last year. It was very much hyped. Honestly, here the hype is real. It's so funny. It's heartwarming and it's a lot of things, but it is funny. So if you want to start the year with a cozy read, pick up this book. Then we have A Girl Called Shameless, which is kind of shameless because this is the second book in a series. I've read the first book, but I don't own the first book. So if you're gonna read this, you should read both. Well, I suppose it's not like a direct sequel. You can read this one without reading the first one because the first chapter recaps what happened in the first book. But it's kind of good to have read both books, I would say. But anyway, this duology by Laura Stevens is just very funny, poignant, and so many things, but also very, very funny. It's kind of like if you've seen Veronica Mars, kind of like that, but like more modern. It's that ish way, really, or some aspects of Veronica Mars at least. Then we have, as always, Harriet Manners and Geek Girl. Geek Girl is the first in series of 6, and then you also have some short stories. It's now also a TV series on Netflix, which I highly recommend check out. And this book, honestly, it made me cry, but it also made me laugh so much. So if you're in the mood for a book that will make you laugh and cry, pick up this book. And then we have Darker Days by Just Accardo, which is also kind of Veronica Mars-ish related. It's Veronica Mars, but think fantasy elements to it. And yeah, there's satiness, there's mysteries, both real and in the fantastical version, and yeah, very, very good book. Then we have Diary of a Confused Feminist. This is the first in a duology by Kate Weston, and very, very funny. I'm just gonna move on because I have a lot of books here. Then we have a book that's been out for an eternity, now for a good while, but it's an oldie but goodie. It is The Undomestic Goddess by Sophie Kinsella. And I also have to confess, I'm not sure I've said this before, but like Kinsella, she's mostly known for her Shopaholic series, and personally, I don't think her Shopaholic series is that good. I love her standalone. Her series, not for me. But her standalones are amazing, and this being one of them, just very, very funny book. Then we have Friends to Keep in Art and Life. So this is a non-fiction book. I would say also it's a book with illustrations, which is one of the prompts. And it's basically it's art, and then someone's kind of put dialogue to the art, and very funny and poignant. Then we have Newt Emerald by Garth Nix. amazing historical fantasy mystery, full of kerfuffling and people being baffled, looking at you, hear me, and just lots of great stuff in this book. Highly recommend it. And then we have my gym teacher is Alien, or in it's this Norwegian version, but it's a series by David Solomons. It has 6 or 5 books in it. For some reason, just the first 2 books are available in Norwegian. I got this one in Norwegian because I got it used. But the series is just so funny. It's middle grade science fiction and superheroes, and it's just so funny. Like, honestly, it's so funny that sometimes when I read the series, I pee a bit because it's that funny. So if you're in the mood to be laughing that much, pick up the series. And then we have Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. This is a romance. It's a romance between 2 nerds, between 2 people who are kind of outsiders, and it's poignant, but it's also very funny. And yeah, highly recommend this book. And then we have Out of the Blue by Jason June. As you can see, it's a mer person love story. It's a fat person love story. And yeah, it's a lovely book. It's one of those books that does everything. It makes you think, makes you laugh, cry, smile, everything. It changes your life. At least it did with me. And yeah, highly recommend this book. Would work for the prompts of, if you want to know, of queer read. And also it's a standalone also, so works for that. Also recommended by me, so yeah. Then we have So This Is Ever After by F.T. Lukens. This is a very funny fantasy rom-com, and I just love it so much in all its aspects, and yeah, highly recommend this book. Tried other F.T. Lukens books, they don't live up to this book. This book is amazing. And then we have The Benevolent Society of Ill-Mannered Ladies by Alison Goodman, first in the series. This is historical spinsters. They're so old. They're 40s, in their 40s. But because of society, they're not liking because I'm so old. They're, yeah, the outsiders. They just kind of stick it to the man, to patriarchy. And I'm not saying that much because I think it's fun to go into books blind. But if you like historical books with romance, but also mainly kicking it to the man, check out this series. The second one is coming up this year. Then you have Margaret Mertz Takes It Down, Veronica Mars, but more modern. Very recommended. And then we have Stonebroke Heiress by Daniel Owen Jones. Very funny. Riches to Rags story. Not rags to riches, but it's other way around. And yeah, highly recommend it. Maybe I'll read it myself now. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, yeah, might put that in the meme pile. Anyway, yeah. Then we have Heroine Complex by Sarah Kuhn. This will work for BIPOC author, and also, yeah, science fiction. It's very funny. Highly recommend it. First in the series, but also would say it also works as standalone. So if you don't really want a series, you could pick up this book because you don't have to read the whole book, and it doesn't end on a cliffhanger. You don't have to read the whole book. You don't have to read the whole series. It does not end on cliffhanger. So yeah, people need to read this one. It's amazing. And that's that. I hope you find something that piques your interest here. And if not, as always, as I said, I have other videos from before. So, or you could also maybe just ask me, like, could you recommend me something? I'll do that in the comments. If you have, like, a specific thing you want to relate this phone with, if you want to do something, a book from last year, 10 years ago, whatever, you could ask me and I'll see if I can give you a recommendation. And I'll see you soon. Bye.